Good morning, students. Today we will do lesson 1 resource and development, page number 4. There are some regions which can be considered self-sufficient in terms of availability of resources, and there are regions with acute shortage of some vital resources. For example, the states of Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, they are rich in mineral resources. You name them and you get it there. You get coal, iron ore, uranium, copper, bauxite, etc. But there are certain regions in our country which are not having mineral resources, such as Punjab, Haryana, Ladakh region. Now Ladakh is a union territory, you know it very well. So in this way, this difference is existing in terms of resources. Some states like Rajasthan, they have got the sources of wind energy, Gujarat wind energy, but they are lacking other resources. So in this way, this resource utilization is been balanced. This resource utilization is been balanced. For example, the thermal power plants of UP, Haryana, Punjab, they require the coal. Jharkhand is supplying coal to these states. Punjab, Haryana, UP is producing wheat. It has been supplying to the other states, our Bihar, Jharkhand, etc. In this way, this balanced resource utilization takes place. Now, one question is there. Prepare a list of resources found in your state and also identify the resources that are important but deficit in your state. Jharkhand, we can write coal, uranium, copper, bauxite, so many minerals are there. It has been found in our state. But we are deficit in our mineral resource such as petroleum, which is found only in Assam and Gujarat. Our next question is there. Resource planning is a complex process. Underline it in the form of question. Alternative question you will write. What are the ways of resource planning? Okay, this is a 3 marks question. Very important question. It came in the CBSE exam 2019. You will write it like this. First point. Identification and inventory of resources across the region of the country, which involves surveying, mapping, qualitative and quantitative measurement and estimate of resources takes place. The various departments of the government are there. Survey of India, Mineral Exploration of India. They are doing the survey work. They find the how much quantity of mineral is present there, quality of mineral is been evaluated, and on the basis of that they do the mapping in which region, which district, which state this particular mineral is been available. That is called the identification of resource. Second is the evolving a planning structure endowed with the appropriate technology, skill, institutional setup for the implementation of the resource development and plans. You have done it in the first page, red triangle. Availability of resources, setting up institution, developing a new technology for the utilization of these resources. Third point, matching the resource development plan with overall national development plans, which means we will use the resources not only for the national development but overall national development, regional and local development also. Unlike the Britishers who were exploiting our resources for their own development of England, development of Britain. After independence, when the government is utilizing the land resources, forest resources, by constructing railway line, national highway, ring road, it is not only contributing in national development, it is also helping the local people to earn their livelihood. In this way, overall national development is taking place. Now here you have got the question. Can you name some resource rich but economically backward regions, some resource poor but economically developed region? You will write the answer like this. Some resource rich but economically backward region, 1.5 marks. And this part again 1.5 marks, total 3 marks. The our state, Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, they are resource rich but economically very poor. Per capita income is low, unemployment is very high, poverty is very high in these states. On the contrary, some resource poor but economically developed regions are there. Punjab, Haryana, Gujarat. They are not having that much resource what Jharkhand is having. But then also they are economically very rich. So one thing is there, merely existence of resource is not sufficient for the development. What is there? Development contributes only with the help of the technology. Different particular does not only involve availability of resource but also the technology and quality of human resource also contribute for the overall resource development of a region. You need sophisticated modern technology for utilizing those resources. Quality of human resource in the sense highly educated, highly trained people, they will only help in the utilization of technology and the resource utilization. So more and more educated people, trained people should be there, then only the proper utilization of resource will take place. Now next is their very important question. Very frequently this question is been asked in the exam. Okay, who said the word there is enough for everybody's need? Okay, in this way the question will ask, who said this word, there is enough for everybody's need but not for anybody's greed? So who said this word? It was been said by Gandhiji. 1 mark question. Then why did he say so? These points are written in your book. Here it is there. Okay. He said greediness is the root cause of resource depletion at the global level. More and more greedy people will exploit more and more resources. It will lead to the depletion of resources. Depletion means resources will finish off very soon. Second point, he was against mass production. He but wanted to replace it with the production for the masses. What does it means? Means production should take place for all the people, for the masses. Means all common people, general people should get all the resources available to them. But he was not against mass production. A single person will produce excess production and earn more profit. So he will become rich, richer, richest, but other people will become poor, poorer, poorest. Okay. Now next is there, who wrote the book Small is Beautiful? This can be come in the 1 mark question there. You underline it. Schumacher wrote the book Small is Beautiful. The next is there, what does the, which book tells about the sustainable development? You will write it there, Our Common Future. Now next is there, what is the importance of land? What is the importance of land? The land supports, it supports natural vegetation, human life, animal life, all economic activities of human beings, transport and communication system takes place over the land only there. Without the existence of land, these things would not have taken place. That much only there for this question. Now again, very important question of 3 marks. Write briefly about the variety of relief features existing in India in terms of mountains, plateaus and plains. Explain briefly about the relief features of India. It can be divided into 3 parts on the basis of pie chart. Please draw the pie chart also after writing the answer. Then your concept will be clear and you will be easily able to learn this answer. First is their plain. 43% of the land relief feature is under plains in our country. 30% of the relief feature is lying under the mountains, and 27% of the relief area, land area, is under plains, level land. So these are the basic 3 features categorization of the existence of relief feature in our country: plains, mountains and this one 27 plateau. This one is plateau there. Okay. 27% you write it plateau. It is not plains. You write plateaus. Then explain briefly about the land use pattern of our country. This is very simple question, very twisted question. It is there, you write these points only as an answer. Okay, very simple one. Land is been used in the form of forest land. That much only. Land not available for cultivation, barren land and wasteland. Land which is not can be used for any agricultural work, rocky land, some lands are there. Then land put to non-agricultural land uses are building, constructing houses, roads, factories, etc. Category number 3, other uncultivated land excluding fallow land. Fallow land मतलब क्या होता है कि land which has been not used for agricultural work. Permanent pasture grazing land, land which is used by the local people for grazing their animal, that is only called pasture land or grazing land. Land under miscellaneous tree crops, groves not included in not terrain. Miscellaneous tree crops means maybe trees which are been grown for maintaining the greenery of that region. They may not be providing us timber, they may not be provide us fruits, but they maintain the greenery of that region there. It has been said these trees can be seen in the parks, etc. Cultivable wasteland left uncultivated for more than 5 years means land can be cultivated, but it has not been used for continuous 5 years. Fallow land, current fallow land without cultivation for one or less than one agricultural year means this land which particular land or plot that has not been used for agricultural work by the farmer, maybe due to financial crisis, lack of seeds, environmental conditions, etc., that will be called as a current fallow land. Other than current fallow land left uncultivated for past 1 to 5 years, maybe for a long period the farmer is suffering from poverty, lack of income, not able to have arrange the things, seeds, fertilizers, etc., and he has left his land for uncultivated for 5 years. Now next is their net sown area more than an agricultural year plus area. Net sown area is known as gross crop area. Gross cropped area means the overall cropped area which can be used for agricultural work, and net sown area means the area which has been used at present which has been used for cropping. Means if a simple example you understand it, suppose in your class the strength of the student is 50 and 45 students are present in the class. The 45 student is the net sown area and gross cropped area is 50. Means gross is overall total capacity and net sown means the exact cropped area there. Now next is there, what is the agricultural land of our country? Total area of a geographical area of country 3.2 million square kilometer. You have done in class 9th there. Why we are not able to get 100% data geographical area of the country? Very skill based important question. You will write it there. Some of the data of northeast like Assam is not been available to us. Then some of the areas like Jammu Kashmir occupied by Pakistan, that is POK, China's Aksai Chin, these are been occupied by Kashmir, China and Pakistan. So data is not been available for these areas. Okay, please do these questions, and the homework question is there. Who wrote the book Small is Beautiful? And second question is there, which book deals about the sustainable development? Okay, and you do this question answers and homework in the same copy.